this is Bob Mason from FX Empire. Welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance, and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Friday, the 6th of August. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 39,852 to take a run at the first major resistance level, staying at 42,387. Support from the broader market is going to be needed, however, to break out from the 38.2% fib at 41,592. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of the breakout, could see Bitcoin target 45,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level that's at 43,886. Fall through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level at 38,353 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should still well clear sub 37,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 35,818. Looking at the MACDs, a narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no signs of a bearish cross. So keep an eye out for that through the early part of the day. More significantly, on the EMA after yesterday's bullish crosses, we got the 50 pulling away marginally from the 100 and pulling away from the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 39,852, break through the 38.2% fib at 41,592 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, the support levels will be in play. Moving across Ethereum against US dollar, mixed start today. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the 38.2% fib at 2740 and the pivot 2736 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 2938. Support from the broader market is going to be needed to break out from this morning's high. Those at 2845.54. So barring an extended rally on, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 3000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3150 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3047. A fall through the 38.2% fib and the pivot would bring the first major support level at 2628 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 2600 levels. Second major support level sits at 2426. Looking at the MACDs, narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but again, no signs of a bearish cross as yet, so look out for that. On the EMAs, that's a bullish signal with the 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key, avoid the 38.2% fib and pivot. Move back through the morning high to 2845.54 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, the support levels will come into play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, mixed start to the day. Going to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 142 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 147. Support from the broader market will be needed for Litecoin to break out from 145. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got the second major resistance level at 151 to cap any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 138 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should continue to avoid sub 135s. Second major support level sits at 133. Looking at the MACD, similar trend, narrowing of the bullish histograms, but no signs of a bearish cross. So keep an eye out through the morning. On the EMAs, that's a bullish signal with the 50 pulling away marginally from the 100 and the 200 after yesterday's late bullish cross. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 142, break out from 145s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, the support levels will be in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also a choppy start to the day. Good need to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 7245 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 0.7473. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from this morning's high. It was at 74124. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 0.75 to cap any upside. In the event of breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.78 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.7615. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 7104 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 0.7. Second major support level sits at 0.6876. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day. That's coming off the back of yesterday's late pullback and this morning's decline. So keep an eye out for a bearish cross there. On the EMAs, we've got the 50 closed in on the 100, suggesting an imminent move. So a bullish cross would support upside through the morning. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 7245, break back through to 0.74 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, support levels will be in play.